I forgot it now. That's bad. It's in my head. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. Hey y'all, I am your co-host, the All-Star Superman. JP will be joining us later on, but right now I have our special guest, extra co-host, Agent Storm, our little sister, Brinny.
Yep.
So, like I mentioned, JP is a little late, but we will get his thoughts on the first two episodes of X-Men 97 momentarily. So, what we want to do in this portion is get the expert, the queen, the nostalgic person of X-Men to give us her opinion, give us her instant reaction and where she thinks the story is going. I'll add a few points because you're only here to listen to her, and then JP and I will talk about the rest of stuff. Without further ado, I give it over to you, my lady.
Thank you. Thank you, bro. I don't even know where to start, but I'm sad. I'm really sad. I wasn't expecting what happened in episode 2 with Storm. I think that's on everyone's minds. Um Tragic, just tragic. Um Initial reaction, I will say, like watching the first episode and Xavier being gone, and then Scott and Jean having being pregnant, having a baby. It's a lot of stuff going on. You've got Rogue and Magneto. They got a little romance going, some secret romance.
Gambit is not
Uh,
happy. I'm not happy. This is
he's
new for
not
me.
very new. Um, the animation is good. Like initial reaction, everything. I didn't have too many expectations. Um, it was funny. I'm so glad that they've got Wolverine in there, but so far, his scenes have been a little bit, what's the word?
Meh.
I don't know. They had him in the hallway one time or something. He was looking at Jean and Scott from the hallway. I don't know. It's just sad. I don't,
Sad Logan.
but sad Logan or something because I don't know. But it's just, I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say, or maybe I'm just being a little bit too nice right now. I'm excited to see where the story goes. I don't exactly know where they're gonna take it. Storm just left off, and then they're all sad. It was like when Jean was reading the letter she left for her. It was nice to see them like all in that room together. I don't know. I'm excited. Jubilee, I'm so glad that she's in there. And she's got a little, there's like a little, they've got a couple of romantic things going on. So that's interesting. But was it enough action? I guess. What was the name of the villain? Oh my gosh, what was his name?
Which one are you talking about? Trask?
No, not Trask. The one with Trask.
Oh, the guy that they went to Alcatraz or wherever the jail was. That guy.
No, not yeah, but the one that Jean had like a vision of the guy that came out of like
Oh,
her going in his
master
brain.
mode, master.
Yes, master mode. Just I don't know. I'm very um okay. I think I found my one negative thing to say. I appreciate the vintage and the retro, and I do appreciate the nostalgia. It's good to see, but not that something about it feels off, or maybe the master mold, like there's a lot going on. And so I guess we just need to see where it goes. But just a little bit of action that I got from that encounter, I wasn't really like, it wasn't really exciting. I don't know. I feel like they focused a lot more on the just what's going on with the characters right now, how we left off with Xavier being gone. So maybe it's a little bit too early to tell where that will be, but I guess that's my only negative thing to say. Just a lot going on and little action, but I'm here for it. I'm here to see. I don't know. There's like three love triangles, not love triangles. There's like a love triangle, and now there's two different romances. So we got to see. That's pretty much all I have to say. But it was nice. It just kind of refreshing to see that animation. Just something old. It's interesting to see their take on it.
Yeah, it's very refreshing.
Yeah, yeah,
The retro
that's for sure.
refresh is nice.
It is.
Um, I butchered it, but that theme song, it just gives you power. It
Mm-hmm.
just gives you energy.
Yeah.
I can hear it in my head. I just can't. Dun, 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 just can't get it out into vocals.
It's okay.
Um,
I got it.
every one of your points is excellent. Um, focusing on your thoughts. Um, I think for me as well, the sadness that hit
Mm-hmm.
me. I felt the emotion. That part where she is crying and she's getting this like poetic response to what's happening, where she goes like this and she says, I can't feel the breeze.
Right.
Oh, she, because
What
she
did they
could feel
do to
it.
her?
She could feel it. So I really hope, and this is just me not knowing their comics as well as I should, but I understand there's a
Yeah.
run where she doesn't that where she loses her powers, but I really hope she gets her powers back. I hope there's like an epic fashion where she gets her her mutant mm, mutant mutant X mutant. There's a word.
Mutation, huh?
Her mutation to come back.
Yeah,
I thought the first episode had more action than the second episode.
definitely.
Um, yeah, the bizarrest thing is the rogue Magneto thing. That's just that
Int-
I don't know what that is. I feel for Gambit. I feel bad for Gambit. Wolverine is always going to be in love with Jean, and so this is like an awkward
It's
situation.
it's just so
Um,
awkward.
so it's
The
I think they've done a good job. I think I'd rate these episodes very high. If people don't know the story
yeah,
by now, but when we would sneak to the comic book section in the library, you would be digging into X-Men stuff. Is there anything you would like to see them do in this season that ends in May, based on your readings?
no, I'll just have to read more, like you said.
Yeah. Because I think they did a good
Um,
job doing the callback thing. Like Wolverine's like, "What is it? Apocalypse?" So it's like, okay, apocalypse has already happened. Good. We don't need to redo
yeah,
that. Jean goes, when I was possessed by a dark entity. Okay, we've already gone the Dark Phoenix. Great. So
right.
we don't have to deal with those stories anymore.
No, no.
What about
They're
is this what the kids call it these days? What did you think of Magneto's drip?
ah, he looked very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, that's Magneto. Like, I don't know.
Hey.
They're trying to make him, yeah, something. They're trying to give him, I don't know.
You got a big M.
some sort of I
It
guess
is
sex
comic
appeal.
accurate for sure, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's funny to see that and like the long hair. I mean, like I like it.
I thought Magneto was cool. I really like that part where he gets really mad. I really thought he was gonna drop him. I thought he was gonna
Oh
drop
my
him right out
gosh.
of the sky, and I was like, "This is not for kids."
He's like, no, for Charles. So that's what we really have to see because it's like for Charles. This is what he wanted. It's in the will, but I'm like, man,
Part
he
of
could
me
have wrote
really wants to
himself into the
believe
will.
Magneto. Part of me really wants to believe him, but
But
uh, it's like, don't make me let you down. It's like, oh, all right,
yeah,
Magneto, all right.
yeah,
But there's a certain point where he does turn good too, so it's not like it's not surprising, but
that's true.
it's Magneto though.
Everyone I think was like, what's he about to do?
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone. We'll have hope, but like you said, we really have to see um
yeah. I wasn't a
what's in
big fan
store.
of the cliffhanger, but we'll see next week, right?
Right. Until like through May. But they're definitely gonna do something regarding Magneto.
Yeah,
He
that
was
cat's gonna
telling
come out of the
Rogue
bag, honey.
you that joke was like, oh my gosh. What is the rating for the show? TV 14?
I don't know if it's TV 14. I think it's like I would have to look.
I don't know. I thought that joke was funny, but I was just like, oh. He said to her, he was like, how would they feel if they really knew or if they knew about us?
Well,
And I
that
was
that
like, oh
cat's
my
better stay in the bag.
God. That's crazy.
Do you like all the character designs? I like the improvement on Scott for sure, and Jean.
Yeah,
Storm has a cool haircut. She's the only one that can rock it though.
oh, of course. I definitely liked how they had Storm. Love how they had Jubilee. Like, I don't know, I used to love seeing her in her outfit. I was happy to see Logan playing some ball.
He plays very
Um,
good.
yeah. Um, Jean was like, there was one scene, I don't know why she looked nice. There
Yeah,
was one scene, it didn't even look like Jean, but I guess it was her.
yeah.
It was the red hair girl. Or how they were like Jean, like I don't know, it was just kind of confusing. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see how about that because I forgot about that until now. The other Jean,
The other clone lady.
yeah, the clone or whatever. So it was just weird.
I got you.
But I do like the designs. I really um Rogue is funny, and whoever they got to do her voice is it's funny.
I like her accent. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. What would you rate it? You said high rating. What's the high
I gave
rating?
it a very high rating. I give the first episode 8 out of 10. The second episode, if I could, I'd give it like a 7.75. But IMDb doesn't let you do that, so I'll give it an 8. I think there's enough to give it an 8. So 8 out of 10
Yeah.
so far. If you get an 8 from me, you did a good job.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's very hard for me to give you a 9 or a 10. So
I'm
yourself,
with you. I agree. Um, they defeated Master Mold in the first episode.
if that
Well, they
was
didn't
even
defeat
master
him.
mode, like I feel like there's more to that vision, but
Okay. Um, I mean, I guess I'm with you. I would rate most of an 8, but there is like a little bit of awkwardness. Like when you said that, it just kind of dawned on me that that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like the different storylines, it's okay. The action, mm, it was barely there, but it was good. But I think the word is like kind of awkward, so we'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the best things Marvel's produced in a little bit. So,
Oh, I believe it. That's the only thing I'm watching.
alrighty, everybody, we are going to let our beloved lady, Agent Storm, hit the hay
Thank
for a
you.
sec, and we'll transition over to getting JP's thoughts. Thank you for tuning in so far to our um, initial reaction to X-Men 97.
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you for sticking around. Now we get to listen to the Alpha, the Omega Mutant, the most powerful world breaker Hulk in every other universe, JP.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, hey, my thoughts on the show is it's great. Animation's great. I was completely blown away by the cliffhanger and also Storm losing her powers, but I have a feeling that it's gonna come back. She's gonna get her powers back somehow because Storm is a very integral, crucial character in the X-Men. Now, as far as the cliffhanger, it's weird. I don't know who that is. Like, who's the real Jean Grey? Is this spoiler free or?
This is all the spoilers. All the spoilers.
Okay, okay, yeah. So I don't know if Magneto and Rogue were actually like a thing. I do know there was like two comic book stories where that they were a thing and they actually had a baby or something. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is gonna be very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, do you think they did a good job both with the nostalgia, but also with Marvel taking us forward?
Well, I don't know because I had the thought that I was going to be able to finish all the X-Men episodes before, so there's really nothing to base off. It was if it was a modern show, um I think it's very well done. Cool animation. I think it's like a little better than like animation we saw in what's it called? What If? Like What If is like a new animation. I dig it, but like I like this animation. I like what we saw in the 90s and 2000s, that kind of animation. So,
But I thought we could do something fun where I'm going to name the X-Men roster and you're going to give me the first thing that pops into your head based on what you've seen already. You excited?
okay.
Alrighty. Magneto, go.
Long lavish hair. But
Jubilee.
that was a thing. That was a thing in the old comics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the show too, like when you take off his thing. Julie, 80s.
Gambit.
I feel sad for him.
uh, Cyclops.
Boy Scout. Alma.
To me, my X-Men. Um, Jean Grey,
Redhead.
the Beast,
Super cool.
Storm.
African woman.
I can't hear you.
But you can't hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just said for Storm, African woman.
Okay. Um, just trying not to miss anyone on the current roster. Morph,
He's dope.
our favorite Wolverine.
Still as awesome as ever.
If I'm Rogue.
Weird.
The Sentinels.
They're all right.
Solar Energy Boy, because they didn't give him a name besides he's rich.
Brazilian.
What did you think? What first words that come to you? First phrase that comes to you when watching episode one?
I thought it was a storyline that we've seen many times before.
Episode two.
Shocking, surprising, confounded.
Mm, great words, mathematician. Anything else you want to say about your overall initial reaction to the first two episodes?
Yeah, I thought it was really funny when she was having the baby and she was like, "He's here," and Wolverine was like,
Who?
"Ooh, apocalypse," and
Apocalypse?
he's like, "No, the baby." He's like, and he's genuinely scared. That's all I had to say. It's
Yeah,
so funny.
I love Logan. We love Wolverine. He's over here. Maybe we should bring him out for a second. You didn't bring yours. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Here he is. We love him very much. There he is.
Yeah.
We're going to get more of him this year. So excellent. Well, your rating of episode one and episode two
7 out of 10.
for both.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, combined.
Agent Storm, our beloved lady, our sister, gave it an 8 out of 10 for both, and I gave it an 8 out of 10 for both. So it's going to take more to convince JP to give it an 8. But you guys have to remember that JP and I are different graders because when I give something an 8, you did a really good job. It's very, very hard for me to give you a 9 and very, very hard for me to give you a 10. JP, on the other hand, if he really liked you, he's going to give you a 10. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today on our show. We will catch you next week. We have great stuff next week, including our guy Godzilla and also our guy Toricon. Come on, do your
Yes,
roar.
sir.
We're all waiting for you to do your roar.
Yes, sir. Next week. No, I'll do the world roar next week. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, if anything, just come back to see JP's roar. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.